A morning swim before breakfast, we certainly didn't do that in Canada.
Not outside anyway.
And backyard cricket, if you haven't seen the video, it's worth it. Where even a 2-year-old can outbowl the adults. We've gotten to know Bryan and Jackie and Karen, Lemurine and Nathan, their children. And we've met Frank and Mary and Tom and Joan, and have visited some of the foster and needy family places and learned their stories. What great family stories they are. Thank you for sharing those with us. We could tell that your home is full of love and laughter, and our two families have much in common despite a long distance apart.
So I'm going to tell you a couple of little stories about Shannon.
We said short and sweet.
Very sweet. Very sweet, very short. Timeless. Even before Andrew and Shannon met, our families had a long and happy bond with Australia. And it's so nice that our Australian friends, as you heard Bruce and Ann Shader and Di Wyatt are here today. Some of you will know that in 1994, when Shannon was 8 years old, we spent a wonderful 6 months living in a small town called Trafalgar, a couple of hours east of Melbourne. Shannon attended the first 6 months of year 3 at Traff Primary School. She loved the TV show Bananas in Pajamas, and even more, the books about the little gum babies. Smuggle Pot and Cuddle Pot. She fed kangaroos. I don't know if you've got any of those pictures up today.
Yes.
Cuddled a rescue baby wombat and squatted to get at eye level with a quokka on Rottnest Island. And so some of those pictures may be there. But little did we know that about 15 years later she'd fall in love with a different form of Australian wildlife. There's also another story which I wasn't even sure that Andrew knew before the wedding. And that was when Shannon was about 13, our family went skiing at Whistler. Now it
Training, so Andrew would spend time with us instead of just with her. So we got to really enjoy our time together. And I might say this included an introduction to golf in Newfoundland. 6 degrees out in RDF, Newfoundland English for rain, drizzle, fog. A little different weather than what we played out this morning. And so when Shannon did summer training in some of the small towns in Newfoundland, one called Twillingate, Andrew did some teaching there too. Shannon moved on to her next rotation, another town, but the teachers and students in Twillingate liked Andrew so much that the school principal offered to let Andrew stay in his home so that he could stay to continue teaching there a bit longer.
The last time we spoke about this young couple was at their wedding in July, when we said how much we were looking forward to the Australian party. And here we are already. We can't think of a better place and a better time to celebrate Andrew and Shannon's life together than here at the Currumbin Beach Viking Surf Club, with all of you leading up to the start of the new year. Thank you for this, Bryan and Karen, and Shannon and Andrew. To Andrew and Shannon, we wish you a long and wonderful marriage full of caring, respect, giving, commitment, laughter, and lots of love. Our entire family sends their best wishes today, and I've spoken with all of them in the last few days and some of them this morning. Gramps, Pat, Robin, and Sorsha, Ryan and Vanessa, Sue and Ron, Blair and Chris, and Dawn and their families. So we were going to say, let's raise a glass to these young folks. So if you have a glass, let's toast.
So let's toast to the bride and groom. Let the party continue.
Andrew.
We just took some of it and then.
Well, thanks to both sets of parents, my Australian parents and also my Canadian parents. We're very fortunate to be able to be here tonight and to have all of you join us. It was great to have a few of you be able to make the trek overseas for the actual wedding, but we always decided between the two of us that wherever the wedding was, we'd do something to celebrate in the other country. So this is it here, and you're here because you mean a lot to both of us. So we appreciate all your time and friendship and memories that I know I've had and will continue to have throughout our lives. Shannon?
So you can't get through a function with the Fosters without any homework, as there's so many teachers here. So we have a couple little things of homework here for you guys to do. We don't have a real guest book. What we have is this picture right over here. Thank you, Karen. That we would really love to have everyone sign their name on so that we can hang it in our home and be reminded of this day and all of you who've been here to share it with us. We also have a couple little things scattered around the room like this. This is a little treat that we want you guys to just come and grab one of before you head out or any time in the night. And it's a little taste of Canada and Australia. So on one side you'll recognize something very familiar, it's Vegemite, and on the other it's a Canadian maple candy. There are instructions as to how to properly use Vegemite. This was for the Canadian crowd in Canada for the wedding because some people aren't quite as comfortable with it as you folks are.
They think it's chocolate.
Oh no.
We also, so Andrew has his own homework, but given that I'm from a bit of a medical background, here we have a little prescription pad, and it's a prescription for love. So a little cheesy, but you know, mind your handwriting, the teachers are watching. But if you fill this out and put it in this little bucket here, then we'll get a nice little laugh, giggle, or just a nice happy little thought of how to let love grow with the two of us over time. So we'd love it if you have a little chance to do that. And the last thing is this photo booth here. Just grab some sort of Australian, Canadian thing. Yeah.
You might see the photos.
Yeah, you might see it up there.
Bryan here was a great model of this overseas.
So feel free to grab one of those and take a couple pictures. We did have a hashtag for the wedding for any of those techie people. And we unfortunately haven't written it up, but we'll write it out on a couple of these little prescription pads. It's hashtag A as in Andrew, S as in Shannon, Oz, Australia, OZ, and CAN, AS, OzCan. So that's the hashtag. And basically that's it for us. We're so thrilled. Oh, sorry.
So at the wedding, if you took a photo and you use Instagram or whatever, it allowed us to see what photos people had and we could all share them together. So it basically tagged that if you use Instagram or Facebook, and everyone will be able to share in the same memories. So that was the point of that. The other thing was, okay. Next to Jackie, there's a bell. This is probably more for Shannon to be saying. If at the wedding, when people rung the bell, then we'd have to make out.
Kiss, we'll keep it PG here.
Although it was a recommendation that the more vigorously it was rung, the crazier things got. But anyway. So that's over there too, and yeah, we would like to also just now to finalise proceedings. We've got a 10-minute clip that was filmed by videographers at the wedding, so that we can all share in both memories, the Canadian side and obviously what we've got in front of us tonight.
And thank you everyone for making me feel so, you are all so wonderful. And I feel like even though some of you I've just met tonight, I feel like I've known you forever. So thank you so much.
And while we're thanking people, can we also thank the staff from Currumbin Surf Club? Leanne and staff. Great effort, guys. Fantastic. Thanks so much. So we'll enjoy the video, which is about to start, and then we'll party on. And once we're finished here, you're most welcome to also go downstairs and join the public downstairs. Thank you. Let's enjoy.